Welcome to Medicare for All Explained. This podcast will enlighten our listeners and dispel the distortions that surround Medicare for All. Medicare for All Explained is produced in collaboration with Physicians for a National Health Program and is hosted and produced by Joe Sparks. I'm your host, Joe Sparks. This is episode 123, Millions More Without Care. This was a headline from the Associated Press on May 12th. Quote, House Republicans unveil Medicaid cuts that Democrats warn will leave millions without care, unquote. The article says that, quote, Democrats warn that millions of Americans will lose coverage, unquote. I assume the article reported accurately what Democrats are saying, and the Democrats are partially correct. However, the Democrats are misstating the problem, and the article did not correct the misstatement. Here is what Democrats should have said. Democrats warn that millions more of Americans will be without coverage. I want to emphasize that the word more is absolutely critical. More than 100 million people in the U.S. are currently uninsured or underinsured. The Congressional Budget Office, or CBO, estimates that the proposed Republican cuts increase the number of uninsured by 8.6 million over a decade. So while it's true that millions more will lose coverage, it's important to remember that 8.6 million more people will be added to the more than 100 million that already effectively don't have coverage. Democrats, at least, are working to maintain the unacceptably bad status quo, while Republicans, on the other hand, are willing to sacrifice more people so that they can provide more tax cuts to millionaires and billionaires. The Republican position can only be described as monstrous. Of course, we could prevent 8.6 million more people from losing coverage and provide coverage for more than 100 million people who lack it with Medicare for All. Then everyone would have the coverage they need without having to worry about cost. Thank you for listening. You have been listening to Medicare for All Explained. Remember to tell your family, friends, and colleagues about this podcast. Information about Medicare for All Explained can be found at our website, medicareforallexplained.org. The music for this show is Super Bubbly by Jesse Spillane. The logo was created by Lily Sparks. Thank you for listening.